Hey there folks, Pliskin by 51mm, and figured I would do a video. It's been a while, been a few days. I haven't really made one that's to any considerable length. I've just been kind of doing little half takes here and there. It's nice out today, 74 degrees. I'm even sporting a new dress shirt, as you can see here. It's like a kind of got like a blue, black, and gray, white pattern going on. May paint a gun in this camo scheme. It's not really camo, but like have a camo scheme that's in these colors. Kind of like an urban camo, if you know what I mean. But anyway, I figured I'd talk about my new additions to my knife collection. Have the window open. It is windy out. We're supposed to get thunderstorms later tonight, because as Indiana goes, when the weather turns nice like this, it's the later tonight gonna be bad thunderstorms. Alright, so let me begin with my new Karambit here. Let you all see it. I also like doing the videos right here with the door open, because the sunlight comes in and I'm obscured from the public, because I got my Damascus Crusader Sword on my back, and if people saw me walking around with that, they'd no doubt freak out, even though it's completely legal here in Indiana to carry. We can even carry something this long. There is no restrictions, but it's it's one of those things, you're able to, but do you really want to type deal. Anyway, this Karambit here, forget who made it. I'll post the sellers in the description below. I do believe it is 1095 carbon steel, and they layered it several times. That looks beautiful. The seller also said they can do a service where they razor it up even more, which I don't think it really needs. Mine's razor sharp as it is, so I shouldn't say I would hate. I would like. It'd be interesting to see how much sharper it could get if they, did that little job there. If you asked them to, because you can message the sellers and all that, and tell them that you want it razored up even more. Which this thing would be probably pretty scary. It's really sharp as it is, but it's got stacked wood handles that are pegged in with brass pins, and it's just beautiful. The reason I wanted this, because long ago I had a Karambit, and at the time I was younger. I got it about the time I got my USMC K-bar, and I just simply didn't know what, I liked the look of Karambit. I actually kind of got it as a gift. I didn't request it myself. But, I was just kind of like, well, I don't know how to use this, because I was used to more traditional K-bar style fighting knives, So I traded it to a buddy, my original Karambit. It wasn't as pretty as this, nor was it as sharp. So I traded it to my buddy a few years ago, and then somebody stole it off of him, so I decided I wanted another Karambit, because I've watched a few videos since then and seen what people can do with them, and it is actually a pretty effective self-defense knife if you ever had to use it. Because what you can do with one of these, because it's like a raptor claw, you can bring it around and up, and basically you're just throwing punches, but you got this hanging off the side of your fist. So very effective fighting knife. So that's why I wanted it, and it comes in this beautiful leather sheath. Let me just go ahead and put the knife back in, because I'm afraid it'll fall and hit the floor, which wouldn't be good. The sheath is kind of hard to close. It's being a bastard. There we go. Comes in this leather sheath to go with the look. And this would be cool, because I intend, when I start packing my CZ75 SPO1, I intend to have this on my left side for weak hand defense. You know, so I could just reach down and grab the knife up and, you know, bring it out with my left hand and then have the CZ. You know, because I was watching the self-defense video the other day. They said the Karambit's good for left hand, weak hand placement. Because, you know, what if you're in a situation where you're needing to draw your handgun, but for whatever reason you can't get it out, or, you know, the bad guy is reaching forward, he's got his hands on it. Well, you could bring the Karambit with your left hand around and get him, you know, like that. So, I mean, I'm no professional with knife fighting and all that, and but you know, I have the equipment here, and I can research into it more as time goes. But you can't research, you know, you can't do that unless you've got the equipment. So I've got the Karambit. But yes, this is a nice knife. After taxes, it was only $23 on eBay. And the grommets there have stars on them, which is pretty cool. Kind of gives it Americana look. Same with the grips. You know, I got that red and blue. I don't remember exactly where the seller sold it from. I know one thing, they did a good job on the blade. This is sharp as hell. Sharper than any of my other fixed blades have ever come. And it was custom handmade. They did a beautiful job. The Damascus is very nice, as you can see. They did that expertly well. So I will be carrying this in tandem with my CZ75 SPO1. That new law goes into effect July 1st, so it'll be a while yet before I start packing my SPO1, but it will be on my hip come July 1st. Alright, so that's enough about my new Karambit. Get it closed. There we go. Put it back in my pocket. Now let's talk about my Crusader Sword. Here's it in its sheath. I did a video about it, my last video. I literally saw this sword on Pinterest. Show you all the hilt and pommel and handle there. I saw this sword on a picture on Pinterest, because I do have a Pinterest, and you know, because I got most of the pictures I have on there are guns. It's the biggest collection of gun pictures I have on any account, really. But I do have a lot of blades and other things on there. Been getting pictures of bands I like Slipknot and Black Sabbath and Dio and all that. You know, the stuff I enjoy, stuff I like. And I saw this picture on there, and I thought, you know, oh, that's just a generic picture. You know, so if somebody has a sword, you know, just they put a picture of it up. But then when I looked at the description, it said it was for sale on eBay. I was like, really? That really caught my attention. And I like the look of it so much, I decided, you know what, I may as well go ahead and get it, because he didn't have many in stock. This is also another custom handmade blade. And I don't, you know, he may not make another one. I'm not sure. I have to get a hold of him and ask him. Let me take it out here and let y'all see the blade. I already did a video earlier on this as well, as I stated. But this is Damascus steel. You gotta be careful with this outfit too. It is razor sharp as well. These Damascus swords and knives hold an edge, unlike any of the other ones I get straight from the factory, or, you know, straight brand new from a retailer. I've never seen nothing like it. But yes, very well put together. Did an excellent job on the layering of the Damascus steel. Look at that bleeder in there. This thing is sharp on both sides. It has crosses in the hilt, as you can see there, and then one in the pommel. Now I call this a Crusader sword because it is simply, you know, just that. You know what? Hold on here. That's kind of confined in here. Let's take the camera and move it outside. Hope the wind don't get me too bad. But yes, this is it. Let you guys see the full scale of it. I call this a Crusader sword because it did not specifically state that it was like part of any of the old Crusader orders, like the Knights Hospitaller, the Teutonics, or the Templars. So I just call it a Crusader sword, like this would be the generic sword that like a random knight would have, you know, used back in the Middle Ages, Medieval Ages, Dark Ages, whichever you want to call it. I think Dark Ages applies better, but you know, they call it the Medieval Ages and Middle Ages sometimes as well. But yes, it's I think overall it's 31 inches long. It's got a hell of a length. In the picture on eBay, I thought it was going to be a lot longer, but this is a lot better length, because I was afraid it would be too long. But this is perfect because it's, you know, still usable. You could still swing it if you needed to. Bring it up and under. Better be careful. This will be on Fell Army if I'm not careful, because it, like I said, it is razor sharp. But yes, very well constructed. And the hilt too is Damascus steel. I kind of think it's all one piece, but I could be wrong, because it's all Damascus steel. I kind of think it all runs together, because the lockup back here on the hilt and the pommel and the handle are all solid. No wiggle, no wobble, no clicking, no nothing like some other swords I've had or knives I've had. It's all solid, no signs of it being loose. So I kind of think it's all one piece all the way through, and they just, you know, bent it and shaped it as the forging process went on, which, you know, is a plus, because this is all, you know, one solid piece of steel. Don't have to worry about nothing breaking or coming loose. So yes, it's very nice, and it was well worth the money after taxes. This was $150 as it was, but after shipping and taxes, it came out to be like $228. And this came all the way from Pakistan. It actually spent some time in Africa, according to what the UPS tracking label said. So it sat like in one of those coastal countries in Africa there a little bit, because I ordered this on March 1st and it didn't come in until like the 28th or 29th, 27th, whenever I did that last video. So yes, it's very well balanced too. All the weight's kind of back here, while the rest of the blade, you know, easy to wield. The sheath also came with a sling. I'll move back into the garage, talk about the sheath. Try and do this all in one take, less editing, even though it doesn't seem as professional. But I don't care. I'm doing a video. But yes, the sheath is really well stitched together. Now, if only they could make their guns this well over in Pakistan. I'm not saying that some of them don't, but I've seen some horrendous firearm practices over in Pakistan. If you go onto my channel and look at the video called "How Not to Reload Ammo," that was filmed in Pakistan. That video there, they was literally taking like 308 steel cases, filling them all the way up with powder, and then just slamming the bullet down on top, and the powder was like running over the top of the neck. Like, yeah, he thought Seller and Bellet SB762A was kind of dangerous in my M1A, because, you know, it's higher speed and all that. That stuff would have split my M1A like a banana peel. Probably would have split my dad's Remington 700 like a banana peel as well, because of the overpressure. Anyway, this has been kind of a further discussion on my new knives to the knife collection. Well, this isn't really a knife, but this, like my katana, is the beginning of some of my more fully functional swords. You know, the katana razor sharp, I got it a while back. This razor sharp, it's a full length sword, 31 inches, fully functional. I can use it. I hear something going on. But yes, it's the beginning of my fully functional sword collection here. Let me get it on my back here and not bang it up. I do have a strong interest in bladed weapons. You know, I've said all this before. I like to collect. I've had strong interest in swords for a while, and you know, like I do guns. I haven't done much knife content, or not knife content. I haven't done much gun content. There, I'll speak normal one of these days. Simply because the weather is now starting to get nice. It kind of turned off almost. It snowed the other day, actually. Indiana has the most bipolar weather known to man, and I guarantee, I mean, it's nice. It's short sleeve weather out here today, and I even got a, you know, regular breathable hat on. I've been usually wearing beanies and toboggans the past couple of months, but today was perfect. Would have been a nice day to go to the range, but you know, just wasn't able to get out there. Partly because we took VTO today because we went on vacation. That's why I was gone all them days and didn't really upload much. And you know, the weather was poor all through the vacation, and then was going to use today to rest because we went all the way to Ohio and stayed at a hotel and did a bunch of fun stuff, and then came back the other day. So yeah, so this was a rest day. Took VTO, but the, you know, the one day where we rest and, you know, just relaxed, it was nice. So I guarantee when them thunderstorms come through later tonight, it'll get back cold. That's just how Indiana is. But I do intend to get back to the gun content. Just, you know, stay tuned. I'm planning on ordering some dies and doing some upgrades for the Mauser first, to get the Mauser out of the way, and then I will focus back on getting the Black Rain Ordnance AR up and running. I need to buy a lower for that and get it going, get it out of the way as well, because that upper's just been sitting in my closet down back at the other place. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my little more in-depth video of my new knife purchases. I figured I'd do a little quasi, you know, knife video / update, you know, so that way I could let y'all know what's going on. Plan to get the Mauser knocked out, then the Black Rain Ordnance AR. Still working on the Bula as well. That will happen. I just gotta back my timeline out a little bit more again, but it'll happen. It always does. Well, anyway, guys, this has been Pliskin by 51mm. I'll catch you all in the next video.